guys, we are back going from one football season to another. We're going to quickly dive into some Illini-based stuff. You actually came out to the free ticket Friday night light game against Maryland. Give us a quick rundown, man.
Yeah, so I mean, Friday night games are always pretty cool. It kind of gives you that feeling of high school again. Even though it's a fucking Big Ten university, playing a Big Ten conference game, so we played against Maryland. And the energy was there. The student section was definitely fucking hype. You know, I was yelling the entire time. I ended up losing my voice because of that. I was just chanting the entire time. Hello. That's just fucking amazing. Honestly, one of the coolest things ever. It was pretty hype. Unfortunately, our team didn't do as good. Both teams, honestly, were pretty shit. Mm-hmm. Maryland just happened to be the slightly better shit. And they beat us. I mean, it was a close game. They won 2017. I ended up leaving at the end of the third quarter because I was like, this isn't a very entertaining game. I just want to leave and get ready for the rest of Friday night.
What happens at Friday nights in Champaign? But what happened in the quarter that you weren't there for was Illinois goes up 17-10, and this is where I have to call out. I love Illinois, and I try to support them as much. Of course, I work for them. But I have to call out Brett a little bit. He made some coaching decisions that I questioned in the moment, and looking back, like I had the right to question that. I've been around a lot of football. We're up 17-10. Mm-hmm. Their 40-yard line. We have a kicker who consistently kicks over 50 yards. Mm-hmm. 4th and 1 at their 40-yard line.
Okay.
You can either go for it. 4 minutes left. You pretty much seal up the game doing that.
Yeah.
Right? You could try a kick to put it up 2 scores. You do that, you pretty much seal up the game. He decides to punt.
At the 40-yard line?
He punts at the 40-yard line. Blake pins him at like the 6 or 7, whatever it is. Blake does really fucking well. They go down and score pretty efficiently. And then our offense comes on the field. They have to run a 2-minute drill tied 17-17. They don't do it. They get a first down, and then they get a big sack. And this is where the second decision comes into question. When you get sacked during the 2-minute drill on your home field, you no longer have the momentum. You're at your own 20-yard line. Yep. You let that time fucking tick, and you go into overtime.
Yeah.
The sack blew it up. Well, maybe try to get another play out there, maybe see. He called a timeout on first down. Then we get sacked on second down.
Ooh,
they call a timeout. So now Maryland has 2 timeouts. It's 3rd and fucking 28. Mm-hmm. And then crazy play, he throws it to the lineman. It was some wild shit. You've probably seen it on the internet. I didn't go to the depth. And then they quickly march down the field, kick a field goal, and boom, we go home losers. When 4 minutes ago we were up by a touchdown.
In typical Illini fashion, I would say.
Typical Illini fashion.
So I mean,
we don't want to dive too much into it because by now you probably don't want our recap of the game. You've seen it all over the internet.
Basically, I mean, honestly, once the basketball season gets going, that's just going to be way better. It's going to be pretty hype.
Yeah, so he's skipping over the Purdue game that we're supposed to
No. So I was going to say, we're going to go back to that. We're going to talk about the Purdue game.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I could preview the Purdue game, but I'm telling you that it's one not-so-good team in the Big Ten playing another not-so-good team in the Big Ten, and there might be some highlights that come out of it because neither team can tackle, but I have no idea who's going to win because both teams suck, and I want to put it on the Illini, but they...
Yeah, my heart's going to be with the Illini, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose.
It's one of those. And Purdue, shout out to Rondell Moore. In fantasy, I predicted it. If you've been watching with us, week 1, I had Rondell Moore since the fucking start.
Had him on your bench, though. Didn't believe in him at the start.
Well, that doesn't mean shit. I have him on my bench because he's a project and he's already blown up. I wasn't waiting for week 1, too.
Still don't have him in your starting lineup, so
whatever.
You don't believe in him that much.
I don't.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But I believe in him to be part of the fucking fun ride that we're going to take to the championship. But either way,
tough stuff.
I would love to. You're not even in my division. It doesn't. Why are you saying that?
But we would face each other in the championship if anything were to happen.
I said taking him to the championship or in the championship whether I beat you or not.
Okay, true. I
not to a championship.
Miscommunication. I misheard you.
So Purdue, that game. I want to care more about it, but I don't. It's away too, so I'm going home.
You know, it's
I'm not even going to be at the game. Usually when that happens, I take a little bit back and I don't care as much.
Yeah, so we're both going back home this weekend, so we're not going to be at the game.
Right.
I don't know if
my boy Jake Fiala. Going home for him. But as you were saying.
Well, before we move on to that, you know what's crazy? I feel like we always start off very hot about the football team.
Yeah.
Right? And we're like, all right, let's fucking go. And then very quickly we just get shot down.
Our marketing team does a really good job. Shout out to whoever works for them. They do a really good job of building the hype over the fucking summer. The social media team keeps putting in your face where you're like, holy shit, this might be the year, and then you win one game. That's the teaser. Week 1, we really like to win and just go crazy. Last year didn't count because we played Wisconsin and it was Big Ten.
Yeah.
We beat Nebraska. It feels all cool, and now we're right back where we were the whole time.
Yeah, it's typical UI fashion.
Speaking of being right back where we were the whole time, being at the top, we're going to go into basketball season now.
Hey, all right.
So look at that transition action.
The fucking basketball season is going to be hype, and I'm getting more and more excited for it every
Why are
day.
you getting so excited?
So,
tell the people.
typically, the student section at the University of Illinois is called the Orange Crush. At State Farm Center, it's called Orange Crush.
It is.
And just recently, I received an email from the Orange Crush executives, and I'm going to be a captain for the Orange Crush. I'm basically going to be leading the hype.
Yep.
And that's basically what I'm going to be doing.
That's right.
There's a bunch of there's 20 other people on the team, and all 20 of us are going to kind of lead 3,000 students every time we play a home game.
They play a huge role in the game. You'd be surprised.
No, fuck yeah. I've been at the game where the students are going crazy. Some will be there leading all the chants, doing a bunch of other shit. I don't know the exact details of it. We're going to have a meeting soon.
And stuff that they hold up.
Yeah, but I'm pretty fucking hyped for that because it's going to even bring me closer to the action.
That's right. That's right.
For a season that I think is going to be, that could be as memorable as last year's.
I think it's going to be a little bit more memorable than last year.
I was going to say, I wanted to say that, but I was going to be a little conservative.
I would say it's going to be more memorable than last year's because we lost some of the hype that we had coming into last year. Last year you get Ayo and Kofi come back, that surprises everyone, that gives us all that.
Yeah.
Now it's like people were questioning if Kofi even wants to be here because of the whole Kentucky drama. Mm-hmm. People are talking about Ty Washington and Curbelo's beef, which by the way, Ty Washington, you know about Illinois. You know who
Andre Curbelo is.
Stop it. Andre Curbelo, you know who that boy is.
You saw, I would assume he's like top the cap.
Look up the tape. But either way, there's just a lot of question marks around Illinois basketball for, in my opinion, no reason. And I think we have one of the best freshman classes in the country.
Yeah, I agree. I think we have a very good freshman class, and we bring back Trent Frazier, DeMonte Williams, which is huge.
Fuck. Keep talking. We're gonna look at this. Look at this. We're gonna do something. I have to go get something. You said Trent Frazier's name.
Because Trent Frazier is a go, and I remember actually going to the football game. I saw him. We were both kind of walking at the same time, and I looked. And I turned and I was like, wait, hold up. And then I was like, who the fuck?
Shout out Trent. I just went to Game Day Spirit. Also got this hoodie. Shout out Game Day Spirit. But I had to buy one finally.
Shout out Trent Frazier. Yeah, he's a go. I saw him.
Baby.
I saw him at the football game. And I saw him and at first, I was like, okay, I looked and I was like, okay, he looks familiar. Then I was like, wait, I know who that Travis Scott looking motherfucker is. I was like, it's fucking. And then I looked at him and I was like, oh shit, Trent Frazier, what's up? And he's like, what's good? And we just dap up real quick, then he goes about his day.
I'm telling you, that little shit literally can separate you, man.
Yeah,
he makes people fuck with you.
He's cool as fuck. He's for people.
Chill guy, He respects the Illini. He's trying to build the Illini brand just like all of us are trying to do, and I fuck that.
I always see Kofi too.
Dude, Kofi, I will keep it real. In terms of athletes, the basketball team is out and about the most.
Yes, I agree.
Out and about by far the most. I think you could catch a football player here and there, and when you see them going out, there's usually a lot of them.
So do you think that it's like that because there's more attention on the basketball team, so we know them better? Like, I can't tell you many of the football. Like, I can't see.
I can though.
Okay.
And I don't see them out. Like, every time we go out, I usually see a basketball player at some point.
That is true. But
football player I'll tell you right now that I used to see a lot on campus was Reggie Corbin.
I used to see Reggie Corbin all the time.
He was always on Green Street. He was chilling at Noodles. I swear to God.
Hey, Noodles and Company's fire.
Noodles and Company, I've never been there.
You never been there? You should go. I mean, it's not like, it's just like any other food place. They have some decent food. They have some pretty good food. It's like, if it's like, for example, like right now you're like, oh, it's hungry. Fucking let's try Noodles and Company. Like,
see, my problem with Noodles and Company is it's always in a place that's so close to other restaurants that I'd rather just look at the other restaurants. Like, it's on Green Street and 6th. Like, it's right next to Chipotle.
Yeah. No, fuck the Chipotle here on Green Street, bro. The last 3 times I've gone to Chipotle, I've had to wait a fucking hour to get my bowls.
Well, first off, you have a vehicle on campus. Get to Anthony Drive.
Well, no, so that's why I started going to Anthony Drive. I started going to that
Green
one
Street, Chipotle.
Holy shit, bro. I've never seen a more... I don't want to say it's very dysfunctional because the workers there move fast as shit. It's just that there's so much traffic.
I was going to say, no hate to the people who work there because I would never get a fucking job at that Chipotle because you know what? You're just nonstop bussing.
Yeah, the moment you clock in, you're going to be fucking stressing your ass off until the moment you clock out.
There is 50,000 kids on this campus, 15,000 of who eat it every single day, and the other 35,000 who eat it at least twice a week.
Yeah, I get Chipotle all the time.
So it's like, fuck, man. I feel for those motherfuckers.
Yeah. But so because of that, I started going to the one on Anthony. Like, after I leave Crunch, I'll normally hit that up.
I'll keep it real with you. I have decreased my Chipotle consumption and improved my Cactus Grill consumption.
Cactus Grill?
Cactus Grill, so far they're honey fucking chicken.
Really? You know, I really like that shawarma place you took me to last week.
Oh, shawarma joint? Oof, oof. We are shouting. You know what? That's our Illini segment today. We don't always have to talk about sports. We're going to talk about the fucking fantastic food you can find on this campus.
So, honestly, living on Champaign, I really like the way it's set up because especially here on Green Street, you have everything you could ever imagine in terms of food. And any craving that you have, you can find it. And so I know for the fact, like I've had Mediterranean food, like I had that shit all the time when I'm back home, but I've never tried shawarma.
Shawarma's my like favorite fucking food. Middle Eastern food is my second favorite cuisine behind Italian. That's how much I love this shit.
Wow, like that?
Like that. It's above Mexican, it's above Chinese. Me and my Papis can throw it fucking down.
Hey, this is fire. But yeah, shawarma joint when we went there, I did fuck with that. Like I really did. I enjoyed that.
That's top tier food right there. And like honestly, there's a lot of shawarma joints like Naf I fuck with heavy, but like there's a lot of shawarma joints that they just don't do it right because you have to spice it a certain way, and it's like Amal Hanawi, Ada's mom makes this shit for me, so I know what this shit's supposed to taste like. Like she's from Jordan, she's like she for real is from there. They visit there every year type shit. When she makes shawarma or she makes her basmati rice or anything like that, tabbouleh, it's about to go down, shorty. So if you come in and you fuck up, like I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
And shawarma joint does it right.
I love that shit. I mean, I think it tastes great. Like the time I went there and we had that, it was like the bowl, the shawarma bowl. I was like,
yeah, you can get some great eats here on campus. I definitely recommend for a lot of Illinois students watching this, get off Green Street just a little bit. Go check out Neo Street. Go check out Watson's. Go check out Farron's. Go check out Cactus. Like go check out these places just outside. Los Huaraches on Washington. I'm gonna officially vouch for them. It's in Urbana and it's on Washington and Philo. It is the best Mexican food you will get in a 100-mile radius to fucking Champaign-Urbana because you have to get back to Chicago to get food like that.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's never going to compare to food back home. Like, Mexican food back there, especially for, like, where we're from, where there's an abundance of fucking Mexican food. There's an abundance of everywhere.
Hotbed.
Yeah, so I was going to say, there's an abundance of everything everywhere, but it's never going to compare to that type of shit.
Grand Avenue between 25th and Mannheim is the greatest stretch of pizza outside of Italy. You got Nick and Bruno's, Jake's Pizza, and Grandstand.
Yeah, I was going to say, Grandstand is definitely my go-to. I'm going to be honest with you. Like,
that shit's so fire.
Yeah, I fucking love Grandstand Pizza.
Well, I'm getting fucking hungry now, but we have one more segment to record, and that's our social culture, whatever you want to talk about. We have a good debate coming up. We've saved our personal opinions just so that we can record it live for you people.
Yeah.
So...